Wilder's head?
Honestly, I will agree with you that he probably won all of those media events. He's the better talker. He's witty. That's what he's known for. He knows how to get the crowd on his side. But I'm with Cooney, man. I mean, none of that matters when you get in the ring, and this is the heavyweight division. You have to have more.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, Wilder is not Vladimir Klitschko. He is not. He's not.
I mean, Vladimir Klitschko, let's face it, he came back against Joshua, fought very well. He came back, I could have sworn Emmanuel Stewart was in his corner because he fought American that night and took the fight to Joshua. Listen, Wilder is a champion. When the bell rings, that's all he wants. Listen, right now, he could care about Tyson Fury. He could care about his uncle. He could care. All he wants is the bell to ring. He don't care if they're singing. He don't want to care who they're announcing. Wilder and Fury want to fight. That's all he wants to do right now.
Now, Jerry, you fought at the highest level of the heavyweight division. You fought on U.S. soil. Put yourself in Wilder's shoes, though. He's getting booed on his home turf. If you're him, is he getting affected by that? Would you be affected by
Listen,
that?
I'm going to tell you something. The problem is the last 3 or 4 guys that Wilder was supposed to fight to elevate him up to this level tested positive for drugs. And so he didn't get a chance to fight them. They were suspended, and it fell on his shoulders. He didn't get those fights. So, yeah, he's mad. He's frustrated. He didn't get the attention that he would have got through those fights to pick himself higher with the Joshua fight and the Tyson Fury fight. So, yeah, it's a problem for him, but nothing he can do about it. He's got to fight. He's a fighter. And he wants that belt more than anything in the world. And we saw him get rocked against Ortiz. He came back and took it to Ortiz, knocked him dead to the feet. If he touches Tyson Fury on the jaw, whenever that is, Fury's gone. He's gone.
You just used the word 2 letters. If he touches
Come
him.
on,
Listen, let me tell you.
Tyson Fury's touched himself.
Listen to this, right?
He's uppercutted himself.
Let me just say this. Let me just say, Randy. Let me just say this here. Listen, Deontay Wilder has done it 40 times.
That's right.
Not 20, not 15, not 25, 40 times. What, are you kidding me?
Okay. We're talking about the mental aspect. Let me go back. It's almost over 40 years. The great Muhammad Ali was a heavy underdog against one of the hardest punching heavyweights of all time, a guy by the name of George Foreman. Foreman climbed in that ring in Africa, the rumble in the jungle. People were thinking Ali was going to get killed that night. But Ali played the mental game with Foreman. Before the fight, during the fight, he's leaning on the ropes, he's holding on to him, saying to him, whispering to him, "You're a sissy, George. You're a sissy. You can't punch. I thought you were supposed to be so bad." Took it out of him mentally. George fell apart physically. Can it happen to Deontay? We've never seen him frustrated in a fight.
Not with
Let me interrupt, Sam. The fans that are listening to the show, they don't remember Muhammad Ali.
They sure don't.
Well, we're
They
here
don't
to
remember those
teach
people.
them.
But you gotta understand, this is today's time, and it's a different world, and we gotta talk about today. Yes, this is a lot of questions. I'm gonna tell you something, plain and simple. Fury's been out for 2.5, 3 years. He blew up. He took his weight off. He's in back. Looks pretty good. He's talking a good game. He's always been a good talker. But through history, we have found that when this goes on, and you got to come down to 120 pounds, or how many stones it is, you're not the same guy anymore. It takes a while to build that man back up again. Is that the case?
I mean, Nestor, we're all going to be in the Staples Center tomorrow. And when Wilder walks out, I mean, based on what we saw today, he's going to get booed again. Does it affect him at all? Or is he using it to his advantage? Maybe letting it fuel himself?
I think it is exactly that. Fuel to the fire. Listen, this man's been trying to prove something for so long, and we've been here before. Bermain Stavern and the world told him he wouldn't beat Bermain. It is only now that all of a sudden Bermain wasn't a worthy challenger after he was dethroned. You know, Luis Ortiz was the boogeyman. He tested positive numerous times. He still was going to face him. Wilder definitely finished him live. You know, he was already in the UK when he was going to fight Alexander Povetkin before Anthony Joshua. I think that he uses those comments because this is a very personable champion. Like, he's accessible. He answers his comments, and I think he uses all that as fuel for the fire. And it only means bad things for Tyson Fury.
And Nesta, let me just put it this way. I don't believe that Tyson Fury has the stamina that Deontay Wilder has. Deontay Wilder can pick it up. He can stay up. He can pick it up a level, pick it up 2 levels. I don't know if Tyson Fury can do that. He wants to fight at a slow pace, wants to calm you down. If Wilder takes him out of that rhythm, he's going to get tired. Once he gets tired, it's all over.
I mean, I am fearful. It's not like we haven't seen Wilder play the counterpuncher role in the Gerald Washington fight. He was down the first 4 rounds. I mean, Eric Molina took him maybe 6 or 8. Duopai took him 10. So I can see the better man, and no disrespect to his past opponents, but I can see the better man in Tyson Fury taking this fight late. But what I will tell you is Tyson Fury fought Derek Chisora twice and was hit. He was punched numerous times. Did he win clearly? Absolutely, both times. But he was touched by a lesser man than Deontay Wilder. Steve Cunningham, a former cruiserweight, put him down with an overhand right. What is Deontay Wilder's specialty? The right hand. And a cruiserweight did that to Fury. Did he get up and act like a true heavyweight, lean on Cunningham and get him out there? Absolutely. The question is, can he do that when he's dazed by one of these big shots?
Well, and Wilder fights at about 100 miles an hour. Cunningham didn't throw a right hand at 100 miles an hour.
Wilder throws over 41 punches a round. The stats just came out. They have him pegged as the most active fighter, the fighter that's active alive, but with the most punches right now. And it's shocking because he hits that hard. You want to be hit that hard that many times.
Listen, you're very excited, and I love that. But listen,
passion, baby.
And I want to tell you something, that Ortiz. Listen, anybody would be worried about Ortiz. Wilder was too. He took the shot and came back and stood up and fought back. I mean, that says a lot about Deontay Wilder.
Suffered adversity and walked through it. Never once went down, by the way. People, say, oh my God, he was so hurt in that round, but he never went down. Now, some would say, maybe you're a fighter, right? You've been trained. Should he have taken a knee to make sure that he gets to the next round? But his heart carried him to the next round. That's what you can, count on.
That's true. It's all good. And listen, Tyson Fury, we're also making little of him a little bit. He's undefeated too.
Well, no. Like I just said, I'm nervous. Because if those guys that are not Tyson Fury can get to the if Duopai can get to the 10th, a Frenchman that we never heard of can get to the 10th, what can Tyson Fury do?
See, that's just it. Some of these guys went deep with Deontay Wilder. And yet, on the other side, we're saying, well, Stevie Cunningham, a tall, rangy, light-hitting cruiserweight.
I wouldn't call him tall.
He's a tall, thin, light-hitting cruiserweight who tried his hand. He wanted to move up. He just didn't have the punching power.
This guy's calling me George. This guy's disagreeing with me. What the hell is going on?
Well, Jerry, let me ask. All right. Well, let me say this. I'll try not to get hit by you either.
George Clooney.
Do you like that they didn't have them get nose to nose? I get there's been a lot of heated face-offs and everything. No. Not to always compare to the UFC. Compared to the UFC, 229. I mean, that was the most personal fight build-up. They had them face off. They each other not for the fight. To not have Wilder and Fury get nose to nose the day before. I mean, I don't know, man.
Listen. Wilder, when they told him to hit the guy, the mascot for some on ESPN, he broke the guy's jaw. You can't get Wilder.
I'm not saying to have them spar today, but you've got to have them face to face.
When you're close like that and your pressure's on and the fight's a day away and you got to get off, you don't know what you're going to do.
No, Josh, you got to Google it. I guarantee you there's an article. Fury asked for the face-off to be canceled during the weigh-in. He wanted to have a weigh-in and wanted them to both be present, but he did not want to be face-to-face.
He played it out. He made it like he was going to attack Wilder. He didn't. He just played it. All those guys wanted, but it was a good show.
No, listen, it's a smart move, too. The last thing you want to do is have two men that are anxious to hit each other, flinch, one man accidentally puts his hand on the other, and then we don't have a fight.
That would never happen.
Listen, you got to get paid. You got to get paid when you get him.
And you won't get paid if you hit him before the ring.
There was so much security up there. Let me tell you, the whole thing was the build-up. I'm waiting for them to go face-to-face, and then just like in the song Paradise by the Dashboard Light, They round first. They go to second. They round second. They're on third, and they're going home. Stop right there. Do you love me for? You know what? I wanted to see them face to face, inches apart. It didn't happen. The weigh-in let me down.
24
I want to see the bell. I want to see the bell ring. That's what I want.
That's what I
Yeah.
want.
What the hell?
That's what I
Don't
want.
call me George again. Don't call me George over there.
Never. No, but I can't wait for that these next 24 hours are gonna be. I mean, look, I feel this doesn't feel like Mayweather McGregor or Mayweather Pacquiao, but the fight does in terms of a true 50-50 fight. I know that the public or general public does not have it that way because of the way that Fury came back, but it's what he did to Vlad that no one was ever able to do.
Right. Do you know what they're doing now from now to the fight? They're trying to keep the fight out of their head. They're trying to be distracted, watch a movie, go out. They're not paying. Every time they go back into that, they're trying to lose because every time you lose weight, they just want the belt to ring, boy. It's so much fun when that belt ring.
Well, they both have their families. You know, Wilder came with his fiance and his newborn daughter, and Fury came with his close family. I've seen his wife as well present. So maybe I guess that's what keeps them calm. I mean, you're the fighter, right? You were the fighter. How was your last 24 hours?
I mean, I loved it. I couldn't wait for the bell to ring. I just want to go. I'm such in great shape. I can hardly sleep because I'm such in great shape. You don't need no sleep, and you can't wait to get out there. They say, "Okay, Cooney, you're up," and you just walk out that end.
I got one for you guys. You want some tea? George, I shouldn't have said that. Jerry Cooney is a fighter. Tell me, what was your rule with sex? I've asked this question to so many fighters, but I'm going to give you the answer specifically with Wilder after you give me
Let me
yours.
tell you a quick story. We got to go to break, but I want to tell you this: that listen, it's not about being. I didn't sleep with anybody for a month before a fight, but it's about staying out all night and being in a smoky club and doing all that stuff.
So
That's
you
the
do
problem.
so you having sex is okay in your eyes, then?
But I never did it.
Well,
I never want to
Go
risk it.
ahead.
Wilder's on record for his first fight. He had sex 2 hours before the fight, and he says he needs to release the stress. So I don't know, good or bad, you're the fighter.
Here we
That
go.
poor woman feels used, wherever she is.
Nestor
The
Gibbs,
fight before the fight.
the owner and host of ThaBoxingVoice.com. You have been
The greatest.
a tremendous guest. Thank you so much. Your pick.
Oh man.
Nice.
You know it.
Let me tell you. No, look. I'm a betting man this year. I want to bet round 7 through 9 and 10 through 12. Late for Wilder by knockout. But again, I'm going to try and hedge that bet with something on Fury for by decision because I'm just being honest. The man switches from orthodox to southpaw. He doesn't get tired. And he talks to you in the ring.
Give me your pick.
Wilder by knockout.
All right, there we go.
There you go, baby.
Nestor Gibbs here on
Nestor Gibbs.
Sirius XM's At the Fights. We've got Ryan Sangalia from Ring Magazine coming
Carlos
up
Gibbs.
next.
Carlos Gibbs.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
One more picture all
Oh
together.
my
We'll do
God.
all together.
He's gonna kill me.
I love you on the show, man.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Hey, come in here.
Ryan.
Let me take a picture.
Let's get a picture
That
over here
guy,
with Ryan.
he is great. Not good. He's not good.
Three,
He's
and then we'll
great.
go on with you, Ryan. So, thanks for One.
On my shoulder.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Awesome.
You getting one with Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, jump
Come on,
in.
you want to
All right,
Come on,
jumping
dear.
in. Dominique, hop in this one. Give the phone over.
Yeah.
Come on in, Dominic.
1, 2, 3.
You ready?
1, 2, 3. What's up?
Thank you, Dominic.
Sorry, say it again, dude.
Pleasure. Say it again.
Yeah, double here.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
See you, my brother. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Yours.
I will.
Hey,
I think 3 to 6.
All right.
Here, I'll walk you guys out.
Thank you,
We'll
thank
get
you.
Ryan settled in.
Great.
Great show, bro.
Thanks.
Good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I left my mic.
What is it? Mike?
Yeah.
Ryan, we'll get you over there. Those will be your cams or Nestor.
All right. See you guys later.
I'll walk you guys
Great
out.
job.
No problem. Thank you.
okay.
Oh my God, you know that I just recorded that live and I forgot to give Dominic the mic. We could have had better sound. I hope you guys enjoyed the sound.
Oh, it's still on.
I don't even know where we're going. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, he just went outside the.
I'm right here.
Fun. That
Fun.
awesome.
It was great. Oh my God, I cannot believe I've screwed his name up twice. This is insane.
Oh, it was like 7 times.
You know,
No, I said it twice. I
You didn't
think.
get hit by him, so that was. I'm glad about that. Oh shit.
Oh man, signing
No,
out.
thanks for coming in, guys. That was fun. Dominique, I gave you my card. Just email me or shoot me a text or whatever.
Studios.
Sent or whatever. Then moving forward, see what we could do. Cross promotion or whatever. Absolutely. Pleasure. Absolutely.
Josh, the producer.
Nestor didn't get hit. No one's getting
Dominique,
sued.
we here.
Gibbs Cooney undercard. Wow.
Carlos Gibbs versus George Cooney is going down. Thank you, brother.
Fun, man.